still bleeding. He got a finger in the eye, a scratch from Gardner. Here's what happened. Look at this rebound. Gardner's hand comes down, whoop, right on the side of the face of Borchard, and they have not yet been able to stop the bleeding. I expect we will see Curtis Borchard back. Been a well-played game so far, Dan.
Yeah, no turnovers in this game at all, which relates right back to guard play. Both clubs taking care of it. And now if you're Arizona, why not go right to the basket?
Good movement without the ball by Stoudemire, and a nice backdoor pass from Walton, but Stoudemire couldn't quite hang on to it. Childress in the ball game for Stanford now, and Little, the freshman. Little very productive against Arizona State. There's Borchard on the bench, and it does appear that they have managed to stop the bleeding. He appears to be okay, incidentally. Gonna get a grab foul.
Looks like it may be on Stoudemire, Salim Stoudemire, number 20. And the thing is, when Stoudemire switches over to Jacobson, they try to post, they try to put the ball near the goal, and it's a tough cover for Stoudemire. He got caught moving around him and picked up a foul.
Theo Johnson for three. Missed off the left side. Jacobson runs it down. Long shot, long rebound.
All right, here's your box and one. There's your four-man zone, and they're playing a man-to-man right here. Stoudemire playing man-to-man. The other four players playing zone, so that's how much respect you have for Jacobson.
Theo Johnson fall away, and the follow by Childress won't go either. 2 tries, and here comes Stoudemire for the Cats.
I think you might take a look at Fry inside. See if you can. We're going to get a foul away from the ball.
Let's see what we got here. Going to get Little, I believe. Now they got Barnes. And Justin Davis will come into the Stanford lineup. Theo Johnson will sit, and back 2 comes Curtis Borchard.
Now Borchard, you got to remember, leads the conference in rebounding and block shots. Nice lob.
Anderson with a pump fake. Childress did a good job to keep his feet. And here come the Cardinals. Barnes at the point now. Borchard right around Fry. Off the window too hard. Anderson a rebound for Arizona. Neither team shooting it well, and I think that's because of the great defense that's being played, not because of shoddy shooting.
I think you make a good point. Walton there finally gets well. I thought the ball might have been touched on the cylinder. I thought there may have been a finger on it while it was rolling around the cylinder, but the official didn't feel that way.
The jump ball call on the possession arrow is Arizona's.
Well, here is Luke Walton again in the middle, and gets a shot he normally will get down, and it didn't look on that replay like anybody hit it.
Jacobson just beating everybody back.
Nice pass.
Good job to find him, yeah.
Now, nice pass by Childress. They're doing a good job on Jason Gardner so far. He gets open there, but every shot's been harassed.
Justin Davis with the rebound. Here's Barnes. And the Cardinals don't waste any time. They want to push it across the timeline, get into their offense. Jacobson around the screen. Give it up for Childress for 3. He got it.
I think they're liking it here at Stanford. What do you think?
And I think it's incumbent upon Arizona to keep this crowd out of it. Right now, they're very much in it.
Try to run this high screen now and see if you can get a mismatch on Gardner, or if he can turn a corner.
Couldn't quite do it. Borchard with a rebound, falls down, but gets the ball up to Barnes. And again, Barnes will push it end to end, and a foul going the other way. They're going to get Justin Davis.
Yeah, Mike Montgomery obviously not liking the call. You've got momentum going your way. You're in transition. You got a chance for an open court score, and your guy commits a foul.
Yeah, I think it's Justin Davis that he's not liking.
No, not the call. No, that's exactly right.
He was up pointing to his head saying, think. That was the first Stanford turnover of the game. There's Walton with a fall away too hard. And Barnes just took it away from Anderson. Barnes end to end, there's Walton again. Both teams like to play at this tempo, and Stoudemire turned it over.
It's an area of emphasis. Cannot carry the ball. Official right on the spot, and felt that Salim Stoudemire palmed the ball. Still man-to-man by Arizona. They did go, oh, there's the over the top. Got to have a little help.
No help there.
Got to rotate defensively. Anytime you front, Stanford will lob it high.
Gardner open, and he gets it. That's a 3.
Big difference there, Barry. Came off the screen, and there was no switch, no hand in the face, and he had an opportunity to square his body and make the goal. So well executed that time by Arizona.
Casey Jacobson, the pull-up jumper.
I'd say he's playing with confidence.
Stoudemire getting all he wants from Casey Jacobson today. They're brushing him off those screens to get him open, too. Contact down low, Stoudemire and Jacobson, and Borchard delivers the blow to Gardner. He got all ball, jump ball is the call. Stanford possession. Well defended by the Cardinals. With that, a timeout. 11:24 left first half. The crowd's in it. 19-9 Stanford. Why should they be in it? We're coming back.
Yo, I swear, Jay, if I hear the word Shaq one more time.
Or Shaq attack.
Yo, what'd I just say?
My bad.
I would relish showing off my mad dribbling skills on this much overhyped team.
Yo, they okay.
Yeah, they okay, but they ain't got that Nick Van Exel grace. You know, if I was playing them, I'd be punishing them. Punishing them for thinking that they can stop this. You cannot stop this.
I'm fresh like a can of picante, and I'm deeper than Dante in the circles of hell.
Totally new Nissan Altima.
Stanford leads it by 10, 11-24. The run, an 11-3 run over the last 4.5 minutes. You know, tomorrow on ACC Sunday Night Hoops, Anthony Grundy and the North Carolina State Wolfpack make a house call on a cold field house to do battle with Juan Dixon and the third-ranked Maryland Terps. Coverage begins at 4 o'clock Eastern right here on Fox Sports Net, your exclusive home for Sunday night ACC Hoops. North Carolina State actually doing a pretty good job this year. Very quietly have put together a very good record.
Yeah, put together a good record, but obviously with Blake and Juan Dixon, Maryland Terrapins, very tough to beat at Cole Fieldhouse. So that should be a great game. Sunday night, ACC basketball on Fox Sports Net.
Stanford, meanwhile, doing everything right over the last 5 minutes or so. Bynum now trying to do what he can defensively on Casey Jacobson.
And they're trying to front Borchard inside. He finally does get position. Look for him to go right to the goal.
Gave it up instead for Davis. Davis draws a crowd and kicks out. The whistle blows. 3 seconds.
Yeah, Borchard was in there, Barry, probably 5 seconds because he went to the middle, passed it off, and they made a couple of passes, and then I think he expected a shot, telling his teammates, get it up in the air.
This is Gardner. Kick out Bynum. Bynum can score. Fry, very unselfish play.
Now, I like Fry. Boy, the more you see Channing Fry, it's not an accident that this guy, over his last 7 or 8 games, is shooting about 75% from the floor. Great shot selection, nice rotation. Just a tremendous young player, another great young player at Arizona.
I'll tell you, there's a ton of good freshmen in the conference this year, too. Fry, of course, one of them. Isaiah Fox in the ball game for Arizona, another. Now, Bynum and Jacobson are having a little duel before the ball is inbounded. Billy Kennedy will go over and talk to Casey Jacobson, saying you can't do that.
now Bynum, Barry, is on Jacobson. So now it's the box and one again. So here is your man-to-man. Look at him follow. There's your man-to-man, and the other guys are zoning.
Childers comes off the baseline, dribbles it off his knee, chases it down. Barnes for three. I say it's a two. He had his foot on the line.
And many times that box and one will give you opportunities. It may negate Jacobson a bit, but if you move the ball, you may get good shots, and Barnes delivers again.
I'll tell you, they're going to keep a close eye on Jacobson and Bynum because they're jawing at each other a lot. Bynum's not going to back down. He's a tough guy out of a tough high school league in Chicago. And that time, Walton thought Fox was going one way, and he wasn't. But the reason he wasn't is that Justin Davis was holding him. Walton off the inbound.
Well, you got to be ready. And that time, smart play by Gardner. Just grabbed it, threw the ball right to Walton. Walton's always ready and got an easy score. That was just a heads-up play by the Wildcats. Here's your back door.
Jacobson tried to reverse. It was blocked by Fox, but a foul first. Got Fry on the foul.
Well executed on the back cut, and the Cardinal loves to dribble the ball down. Watch him hit here. The ball's going to go there. Jacobson comes out, then he goes back. So watch the rear screen, the nice pass. Not much of a foul.
I didn't
Did you see a foul?
No, I did not
Not
see a foul.
much of a foul, if any. I thought a pretty good block.
And Little will come back into the ballgame. Justin Davis will leave for Stanford. So Stanford will be a little bit bigger now with 6'10" and 7 feet up front. Barnes doing a pretty good job at the point for Stanford.
Barnes doing a very good job at the point, and you talked about it earlier. Obviously, Stanford needs some help besides Borchard and Jacobson. Someone has to step up and give them some scoring, and Barnes has been able to do that.
That's Walton just back Childers down, missed the shot. Borchard high for the rebound. Nice pass by Jacobson to Borchard.
Oh, that was a big-time pass by Jacobson. You gotta love it. Casey Jacobson. He can score, he can give it up, and he can make things happen.
Bynum got right by Jacobson. Missed the shot there. And the rebound is off the hands of Childers, so it'll be Arizona ball. And Bynum will hear it from the sixth man here at Stanford.
Barry, how about this pass? Now they're jumping out on Jacobson. Look what he does. Little cross dribble, break it down, and then find the open guy. Head up, always looking.
Walton tries to leave it for Fox, and again, Fox not ready for that pass. When you play with Luke Walton, best you be ready. Fourth turnover for the Cats.
Walton's one of those guys, when you play with him, your hands have to be up all the time. You have to anticipate pass because he's going to fool you. You'll think, well, he doesn't see me. Yes, he does see you. Get your hands ready to catch the ball. Well, you kind of like the matchup with Bynum on Jacobson right now. They're going to backdoor him again.
Jacobson right to the basket. Jacobson's got 9.
And I think if Jacobson isn't open on that backcourt cut, he may just stay down there and post up.
That's Fox. Stanford defending extremely well in this game. Bynum double clutches. That's a tough shot. Body's going everywhere.
Maybe Little coming over to help, trying to block the shot of Bynum going to the goal.
Well, to hold Arizona to 13 points and we played at 11.5 minutes, that's saying something.
So here's the back door again. Of course, Bynum pressuring on the outside, and the Cardinal does a great job of going inside and giving the ball to Jacobson. And I'm sure Jacobson comes right back defensively, trying to get into Bynum a little bit.
Bynum calmly knocks it in.
I think if you're Arizona now, you got to be thinking to yourself, okay, we're down 12. We got 8 minutes to go. We've got to get this inside single digits at halftime. We've got to stay close. Can't let the Cardinal get a run.
Well, you talk about adversity, though, for Arizona. Remember the game against UCLA. Admittedly, it was in the McHale Center, but down, 21 in the second half. And in 4 minutes, they put 25 on the board.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah,
I would say.
They went from 21 down to 10 up in 7 minutes.
So you might say they're explosive.
Yeah, you would say that.
Yeah, you would. Obviously, a little difference playing away than at home. And the way Stanford shooting the ball. How about Josh Childress? Is he coming on?
His second three. Very comfortable with his role coming off the bench. He was a starter early in the year. Going to be a big scorer before he's all done at Stanford. Childress overplayed that pass, but in the process with the offhand, he got Walton. That was a good call, I believe. Michael let Tommy Nunez know his feelings about that. We'll take a timeout. 7:51 remaining in the first half. 14-point lead, Stanford.
This year's resolution, to stay in touch with the compact Presario 5000T PC. It comes with a powerful Intel Pentium 4 processor, a free scanner, and a whopping 512 megabytes of memory. More than enough to scan in all your photos and share them with everyone you'd like. It's just $8.99. So get started on that resolution not to procrastinate. Hurry and call 1-800-332-1878 to get yours now.
ACC basketball. Last time, the Wolfpack fell short in their upset bid of the Terps. Now North Carolina State is out for revenge and looking to stay in the hunt for the conference title. But Ron Dixon and Maryland are eyeing a season sweep at the top spot in the nation. ACC Sunday Night Hoops tomorrow on Fox Sports Net.
The Pac-10 and Fox Sports Net present Pac-10 basketball tournaments. Shooting has already begun on these blockbuster productions. Premiere release dates will be March 2002, Women's Tournament in Eugene, Oregon.
Here's Big Cranston in the lane for UW.
Men's Tournament in Los Angeles, California.
To the basket.
Who will take center stage? These tournaments are rated E for excitement.
18 leads 19. Stanford over Arizona 29-15. 7:51 left first half. Well, a reminder, if you didn't already know it, I'm sure you do, television's biggest day, kicking off with a star-studded Super Bowl pregame spectacular. It features live performances by No Doubt, Paul McCartney, Mark Anthony with Mary J. Blige, Bare Naked Ladies, and a very special tribute to America featuring the Boston Pops. Join us for Super Bowl 36. Rams and the Patriots tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern, right here on Fox. Well, look at the scoring leaders in the conference, and they're both on the floor.
Well, they are, and of course, Casey Jacobson, after that 49 performance, just kind of moves up to leading the conference in scoring.
Ricky Anderson off the inbounds.
Needed that. Coming out of the timeout, you give Lute Olson and his staff an opportunity to diagram a play, and they diagram one up for Anderson, and they need Ricky Anderson. 16 points and 13 rebounds against California, so they need his presence.
Barnes can't quite get that one to fall. Walton with the rebound. Walton down on the block. Got it up and in.
You were debating if he could get that shot off, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
And I think so was Stanford, but he did.
I was picking against him, too.
How do you like it?
Casey Jacobson off the screen again. Tried to leave it for a little, and good defensive job. I think it was Stoudemire got a hand on the ball, and the jump ball call will give the ball to Arizona.
Well, Casey Jacobson is a guy you target. Look what the Cardinals doing, and the switches by Walton did a nice job of switching out on him and reaching, and then everybody on the ground, and that's what you have to do when the ball goes on the floor and possession goes to the Wildcats. But they're not giving Casey Jacobson any open looks. When he's coming around screens, guys are jumping out and they're moving on him to negate open looks.
And it was Walton, I believe, who got a hand on the ball and knocked it away. Going the other way, they got Walton on a push-off.
Either Walton or
Anderson.
Anderson. I think they get Anderson on a move and screen. I think he's screening there in the midcourt area for Gardner, but you have to be stationary. Can't be moving on that screen.
Borchard. The turnaround. Too easy.
This guy's one of the premier big guys in the country. He has just improved immensely. I mean, he's got a tremendous all-around game.
And he can take it out and shoot it, too.
You bet he can.
You got to defend him honestly. This has been a very physical game. Walton with a good look, but misses off the right side. Fry, second chance.
Well, might be a good time now to back it out. Still plenty of time because you get a fresh 35. So Gardner would be a good idea to get him the ball, see if he can create.
There's Walton right over Johnson. Just did a great job to position himself to take the pass.
You know what you forget about Luke Walton? This guy gets off the floor. I mean, he's not a guy that cannot elevate when he gets it inside. Good pass by Gardner and a key 4-point swing. There he goes again.
Stepped in front. Theo Johnson runs it down. And just an intense competitor is Luke Walton. I mean, he's a guy I'm sure any coach in America would say, yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him. Freiburg, rebound off the Stanford miss. There's Gardner trying to get around Barnes, and they'll get Barnes for a block. And they're going to say it's before the shot.
But the 7th-team foul on the Cardinals, so an opportunity now to get to the line and make a few free throws. And here's your last possession. How about this inside? Now, you're going to play right behind Walton. He's got the ability to just get right over you with the screen. He's saying, hey, look, I was fouled. I was fouled. I got a hit on the arm. He's refereeing, too.
That's right. Gardner, good free throw shooter, misses.
You'll remember against California on Thursday night, Barry, the Wildcats 16 of 31 from the foul line. Still won the game, but they had some problems at the charity stripe in their last game.
Stanford didn't shoot it that well last game either.
No, they did not shoot it well either. Jacobson did.
Yeah, he did.
The right guy at the end of the game did. Here's your screening, you're moving, guys are moving. That's a tough shot.
Just off the right side, but right there with the follow was Borchard. I believe it was Borchard, or was it Johnson?
Either one. I thought it was Borchard. You know why Borchard's so open? Because they're fronting him inside. So when the shot is taken, he's got great rebounding position.
Buying him from way downtown.
What they make Chicago public schools, those are like automatic.
Yeah, that's right.
You stop on the break, you back it out, you shoot the three.
Well, it's a 9-point ball game. We talked about getting it down to single digits. 4:20 remaining in the half. Zona has done just that.
Look at Salim Stoudemire working there. Well, that was a foul, but he is working so hard to keep the ball away from Jacobson and Bumpton. So Salim giving you 110% at the defensive end.
Jacobson getting into Childers for something, but Jacobson is just an intense competitor. Had not been pleased with how he'd been playing this season. The game on Thursday was very uplifting for him. I had a chance to visit with him a little bit yesterday.
And, he's a tremendous young man.
Yeah, he really is.
I mean, we've known Casey for quite a few years. Comes from an outstanding family, great basketball family. Look at this one. How do you like it if he gets that down?
How about Borchard? What a tough rebound. They're going to get Borchard pushing Fry, and I'll tell you what, I was watching them, and that could have gone either way. Second foul on Borchard.
Well, you're right. But both of these guys, Fry and Borchard, working high, and what Borchard's trying to do is just take away the post position. They got locked up. Not much of a foul, but another area of emphasis.
That's right.
You got to clean up post play.
And another talented freshman on Lute Olson's roster, Dennis Lattimore, comes into the ballgame. Lattimore at 6'8", the Kansas High School Player of the Year and a top 50 recruit. Just kind of working his way into Lute's rotation now, but a guy I'm sure who will make a little noise before it's all done.
Yeah, people forget that last year Arizona loses Gilbert Arenas, Michael Wright, Lauren Woods, and Richard Jefferson. I mean, they went to the final game last year. Still, they're great this year.
3 of them in the NBA, and that's the story, is that they are so good again this year. 3:54 left first half. It's a 10-point Stanford lead. We're coming back right after this.
the bow. Resistance becomes strength, becomes power. The power to change and reshape your entire body. This is Bowflex, an entire gym-in-one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 Health Club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance in any room in your home. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. One simple workout. 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week. Bowflex is real. The results are real. And you can own one with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Call right now for a free video and brochure. Bowflex, the power is yours.
In just one day, it's a tribute to America as Super Bowl 36 kicks off on Fox. With live performances by U2, Paul McCartney, No Doubt, Mariah Carey, Mark Anthony with Mary J. Blige, the Bare Naked Ladies, along with a very special performance featuring the Boston Pops. It's the Super Bowl 36 pregame show, tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern, 10:30 Pacific on Fox.
Welcome back. It's a 10-point Stanford lead, 3:54 remaining first half. And so far, Danny, Arizona does not have an answer for Curtis Borchert.
Well, a lot of teams haven't had an answer for Curtis this year, but he is such a terrific all-around player. Got great hands, never brings the ball down, able to finish plays, good around the goal, can step away. Look at here, you try to front him, he gets good position on the rebound and tips the ball in. It's been really a magnificent half for Borchert. Look what he did his first 2 years. Of course, the Collins twins were here, but still, Borchert has elevated his game. He's worked hard. 15 points, 10 rebounds, leads the league in block shots, and I think this guy is really got the sky's the limit for Curtis Borchert.
And so far today, of course, 14 points on 7 of 10 shooting and 9 rebounds, and we've still got just under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. And the other thing, when you look at those numbers of how he did in his first couple of years, remember that he missed 25 games over those 2 years because of a foot injury.
Well, you look at points in the paint. That was a great graphic that just came up. And, of course, Stanford dominating that element of the game. Good defense again by Arizona. They're hanging in there. Their defense is keeping them in this game and working hard on Jacobson. I think you go right at Borchert. He's got 2 fouls. Fry has to go right here. The guy guarding has got 2 fouls. If you can get a 3rd foul on Borchert, that would be pivotal, and it would force Mike Montgomery to take him out.
Gardner off the dribble, a tough shot. Again, a very good defensive set for Stanford that time. They forced a low percentage shot.
Now Walton defending Jacobson. There's your lob.
And Borchert just picked up the garbage, missed the shot, Lattimore the rebound. Stanford has done a pretty good job defending Jason Gardner so far.
Yeah, I think Tony Gioacchini working very hard on Gardner.
That's how Gardner got around him, and Borchert couldn't do anything about it.
Got to remember, Jason Gardner, one of the premier guards in the country. It's hard to keep him down. Now Gardner goes to defend Jacobson.
The other thing about Gardner is, for whatever reason, always better in the second half than he is in the first. The other night against California, 2 in the first half, 15 in the second half.
Well, Casey Jacobson against Arizona State, 17 in the first half, and count them up, 32 in the second.
And Borchert will take a seat.
See if they box again. See if they box in one.
A little wide open. And a nice entry pass by Gioacchini.
Well, you run that back screen and you have Little come off the back screen, and that time defensively, no vision by the Arizona Wildcat. Doesn't happen very often.
Fry off the baseline. Nice move that time. That was right.
That's
tell you what, Arizona is hanging around. Even though they've been beaten on the boards, they are very much in this game. There's Little again. Teo Johnson from the corner.
Well, the lights are out if Teo Johnson's going to make that shot. I know that Arizona said, well, let's see if he can make one. Well, he did.
Gardner at the free throw line. He's got 7.
He's heating up.
Montgomery up off the bench, screaming to Tony Gioacchini.
You know, Mike's got to be thinking we played a pretty good first half. And we're only up 8 right now.
That's my whole point. Little gets the rebound back and puts it in. Second chance points a big factor in this game.
Great play by Little. What a boost. Take Borchard out. Little comes in, and he offensive rebound.
He's played very well. That time, though, they forgot about Gardner. No help.
And Mike is not thrilled because Gardner is just taking the ball to the goal anytime he wants.
But he's getting around Gioacchini virtually at will. Jacobson down low. And a foul on Gardner. Stepped in. Well, a reminder coming up at halftime, we will profile Frank Williams, a candidate for the Wooden Award trophy, that is. Scores from all around the nation. A lot of the top 25 teams in action today, and all the numbers, all the pictures from the first half of this game. A lot of highlights in the first half of this one. Jacobson has 10, but I'll tell you, he's had to earn them.
He's had to work for every one of his points, and of course, a tremendous free throw shooter, so he'll get to the line and cash in here. But you're right, they've jumped out on Jacobson. Arizona's made it difficult for Casey to score, and have really done about as good a defensive job as you can do on him. He's still going to walk out of the half with 12 to 14 points, so that's a bit scary. I think getting it to single digits, and now you're down 10. It is critical for the Wildcats. They need a productive trip down the floor right here. And why not give it to Gardner? Because he is and Jake, I'll tell you, Gioacchini was talked to by Mike Montgomery during that dead ball. So let's see how he plays him this time. You know he's gonna dribble and go to the goal. They may screen for him here and see if he can. Here's the screen.
And if I was reading Mike Montgomery's body language, Gioacchini wasn't doing what he was supposed to, but the help from Childress. 2 seconds, got to get one up in a hurry. They get it ahead a little, and the first half comes to an end. And really, a terrific first half of basketball. I thought the defense was really the hallmark of this first half. Second chance points, the difference, and Stanford leads it by 10 at the half.
Oh no, here we go again. Electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing.
This program to bring you a whole new way to think about sports.
Oh wait, there's more. Things are heating up. A lot of smack, a lot of controversy.
Here we go.
Welcome to the jungle. I am all over this. I am all over that.
The Last Word, Reed Bennett. Sports talk, as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Tonight at 10, it's the Rocky Mountain Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you this was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Rocky Mountain Sports Report, tonight at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
Yo, I swear, Jay, if I hear the word Shaq one more time.
Or Shaq attack.
Yo, what'd I just say?
My bad.
I would relish showing off my mad dribbling skills on this much overhyped team.
Yo, they okay.
Yeah, they okay, but they ain't got that Nick Van Exel grace. You know, if I was playing them, I'd be punishing them. Punishing them for thinking that they can stop this. You cannot stop this.
I'm fresh like a can of picante, and I'm deeper than Dante in the circles of hell.
These days, you may find yourself asking, how can I help? One way is to buy or sell an item on the Auction for America at ebay.com. 100% of the proceeds from items sold here will go to the families, victims, and communities affected by the September 11th tragedy. So we urge you, if you want to help, search your home and your heart and visit the Auction for America at ebay.com.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
We welcome you back. We're about 30 miles south of the city of San Francisco on a beautiful crystal clear night. Here at Maples Pavilion, it's a 10-point ball game with Stanford leading Arizona 43-33. Let's jump away from Maples right now and take a look at one of the leading candidates for the John R. Wooden Award.
It's time now to take a look at one of the candidates for the John R. Wooden Award All-American team. Blessed with excellent awareness and instincts, Illinois point guard Frank Williams is arguably one of the best point guards in the country. A Wooden Award All-American last season, Williams currently leads the Illini in scoring, steals, and assists. The 6'3", 205-pound junior is a speech communications major from Manual High School in Peoria, Illinois. Last year's Big Ten Player of the Year, Williams has his sights set on back-to-back Big Ten titles and a return trip back to the Elite Eight. The John R. Wooden Award will be presented live from the Los Angeles Athletic Club Sunday, April 7th on Fox Sports Net. The college basketball season doesn't officially end until this prestigious award is presented.
Well, a real grab bag, I think, for the John R. Wooden Award this year. An awful lot of good players. I suppose you'd have to say that Jason Williams may be the front runner for it. Certainly would get my vote, who's the best player in America. We're looking at an awful lot of good players right here. Here's one of them, Casey Jacobson. He's got 11 in the first half, but Curtis Borchard really helped.
Continental Homes presents single-family homes you can afford in Thornton, Parker, and Aurora, priced from the 190s. Offering exciting, livable floor plans, Continental provides more included features for your hard-earned dollar than anyone. We feature quality and professional services from Horizon Drywall, distinctive Aristocraft cabinetry provided by Best Cabinet Services, and A&T Plumbing, performance with quality since 1980. Homes throughout Denver from the 190s by Continental Homes. For a free brochure, call 1-800-770-5252.
I've always loved working on computers, and in the Army, that's what I do. I set up networks, I troubleshoot, I basically do things I would have never dreamed I'd been able to do before.
If you never thought about the U.S. Army or Army Reserve, think about this. There are 212 ways for you to become a soldier and work at a job you'll love. Call for this free video to find out which job is right for you.
I'd never really thought of the Army as a choice.
Your free video will also give you an idea of what Army life is like, how you can earn money for college, even what questions to ask your recruiter.
I'm going to walk away with a lot of memories, a lot of friends, and something that's going to change me for the rest of my life.
Call 1-800-645-ARMY right now, and you'll also receive a free Army t-shirt. Discover the 212 ways you can be an Army of one.
If you would ask me a year ago if I'd be here doing this, I could have never imagined it. I love what I do. I love doing it for the Army.
Rated E.
Hey, let me call you back. There must be my blind date.
Marshall.
Punt, Marshall, punt.
After the Super Bowl ends on Fox, turn to Fox Sports Net for more post-game coverage.
Buster Douglas Grill Daddy demo, aisle 5.
See, what happens is the fat drips off the meat into the pan, so the meat is very lean, very lean.
But there's no place for the fat to go.
Say what?
Well, how could it stay lean if there's no place for the fat to go?
You calling me a liar?
No, it's just that your poker.
How do I get in there?
You can't get in here!
Oh, no,
sure you can. Come here.
Comedy, commentary, highlights, the best damn sports show, period.
You got to pee sometime.
Welcome back to Stanford, 43-33 at the half. Stanford leading Arizona in a physical ball game so far. And a reminder to catch the best damn sports show, period. It comes your way weeknights at 7:30 and again at 11:30. Tom Arnold and a couple of ex-jocks and a couple of yaks. And Lisa Guerrero pushing the carts. Let's make a deal. Around and about college basketball, we mentioned this one to you earlier. Oregon, it was a struggle for them, but the Ducks winning at home. How about Cincinnati and Marquette?
Yeah, how about Cincinnati get beat 19 in a row, and Marquette gets them 74-60, and Kansas rolling. You know, I think Roy Williams got a real shot this year. I mean, it's a tremendous Jayhawk team, so Kansas beats Colorado.
Beat them easily, too. Big win for Kansas, number 2. Elsewhere around the country, Florida easy over Mississippi State. Florida's the real deal, ranked number 6, and Oklahoma just gets by Texas.
Yeah, big win for Kelvin Sampson. Beat Oklahoma State this week, comes back, gets a win at Texas. And speaking of Oklahoma State, Barry, they get beat again by Kansas State. So it's not been a good week for Oklahoma State.
No, Eddie Sutton suffering through a pretty bad week. And there's somebody saying, I got a ticket, you didn't. Sellout crowd here again at Stanford. She's waiting for the best damn sports show, period. It's coming up. Casey Jacobson, he's waiting for the second half. So are we.
Jaguar, part of the new Hertz Prestige collection. Jaguar, if it's your kind of car, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige collection. Volvo, part of the new Hertz Prestige collection. Volvo, if it's your kind of car, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige collection.
Aha, a label-conscious lass. She likes the mattress and yet has doubts. But why? A mattress isn't a status symbol, so why buy one because of its label? What matters is that it's well-made, has a good warranty, and is priced right. Denver Mattress makes their own mattresses, so you get brand-name quality and save up to 50%. Besides, once you slip on a set of designer sheets, it's not about a label. It's about comfort. Denver Mattress. More mattress, less money. No kidding.
The Avs are off today, but some of their players were in uniform. Tonight on your Rocky Mountain Sports Report, the NHL All-Star Game featured some Colorado Avalanche. Find out how Sakic, Waugh, and Blake did. Also, the Pioneers try to get back on track down in the Springs versus CC. And Dan Brady is in the Big Easy. No word on whether he's bringing home bees, but he will bring a report. Your team, your town, your show. The Rocky Mountain Sports Report, tonight at 10.
In just one day, it's a tribute to America as Super Bowl 36 kicks off on Fox. With live performances by U2, Paul McCartney, No Doubt, Mariah Carey, Mark Anthony with Mary J. Blige, the Bare Naked Ladies, along with a very special performance featuring the Boston Pops. It's the Super Bowl 36 pregame show, tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern, 10:30 Pacific on Fox.
Yo, I swear, Jay, if I hear the word Shaq one more time.
Or Shaq attack.
Yo, what'd I just say?
My bad.
I would relish showing off my mad dribbling skills on this much overhyped team.
Yo, they okay.
Yeah, they okay, but they ain't got that Nick Van Exel grace. You know, if I was playing them, I'd be punishing them. Punishing them for thinking that they can stop this. You cannot stop this.
I'm fresh like a can of picante, and I'm deeper than Dante in the circles of hell.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Glasgow Maples Pavilion on the Stanford campus. That's where we are, and Stanford leading the Arizona Wildcats by 10 as we prepare to start the second half. There are a few Arizona fans here. Of course, this is a game that goes a long way toward deciding who's going to do what in the conference. And this conference so far this year, very much of a grab bag. 6 very good teams, I think.
Yeah, 6 excellent teams, and I think the Pac-10 will get 6 teams in the NCAA tournament. Look at those stages. How about Oregon now leading the league with the win against USC? And, of course, this game today, very pivotal. You know that Arizona trying to get the upset, trying to win on the road, trying to sweep the Bay Area, but down 10.
Yeah, and as we think about the second half, I keep going back to that old hackneyed phrase of Satchel Paige, don't look behind you, something might be gaining on you. I got to think that's what Stanford is thinking right now.
Yeah, Stanford's saying to themselves, look, we've got a lead, but Arizona explosive. Don't forget, Arizona is come back from 21 points already this year. But how about Borchard? You got to love the Cardinal. Borchard has been big. You take a look at Curtis Borchard. Well, what does he do? Well, he can score when he gets a nice pass from Jacobson around the basket, and he can rebound the ball and put it back in. So he's got a variety of moves and has been very effective.
Casey Jacobson, on the other hand, he contributed 11 points, but I'll tell you what, he had to earn all 11.
Well, he has been, I think, well defended. Of course, here was a breakdown, a nice backdoor. Jacobson all alone, hadn't had many of those. So you look at the scoring.
And Josh Childress with 2 threes, adding to Stanford's cause. I thought Teo Johnson very effective in the time that he was in there, too. But I think Arizona, for them, the bottom line is they best find an answer, at least for Curtis Borchard. Jason Gardner, at the end of the second half, at the end of the first half, rather, Stanford just couldn't guard him.
No, they couldn't, and he put on a bit of a show here, and that's exactly what he's got to do in the second half. Coming off the screen, he makes the three. He's a tremendous handler of the ball. He can take it to the baseline, and he can penetrate the defense. And how about Luke Walton, Barry?
Well, he's the whole package, of course. He can shoot the ball, and he gets open. He makes himself available to the pass. And the thing that does go unnoticed is what he does on the defensive end.
Well, he sure does. An excellent passer and a guy that makes everybody else better. What's happening here with Arizona, they need some bench help. Guys have to come in off the bench and give them a boost. Bynum was the only guy to help.
And I think Ricky Anderson has got to get a wake-up call in the second half as well. So still 20 minutes of basketball left. Believe me, I think there's still a run in the Arizona Wildcats.
Our Hertz Pac-10 Student Athlete of the Week is Oregon State volleyball standout Gina Schmidt. She is one of only 5 players in Oregon State history with 1,000 career kills and digs, as she led OSU to the NCAA tournament. And last year, Gina was named All-Pac-10. A 2-time academic All-America first team, she has a perfect 4.0 in business administration. Gina Schmidt of Oregon State. This week's Hertz Pac-10 Student Athlete of the Week.
Buster Douglas Grill Daddy Demo, aisle 5.
See, what happens is the fat drips off the meat into the pan, so the meat is very lean, very lean.
But there's no place for the fat to go.
Say what?
Well, how could it stay lean if there's no place for the fat to go?
Calling me a liar?
No, it's just that your poker.
How do I get in there?
You can't get in here! Oh, no, sure you can. Come here.
Comedy, commentary, highlights, the best damn sports show, period.
You gotta pee sometime.
The Avs are off today, but some of their players were in uniform. Tonight on your Rocky Mountain Sports Report, the NHL All-Star Game featured some Colorado Avalanche. Find out how Sakic, Waugh, and Blake did. Also, the Pioneers try to get back on track down in the Springs versus CC. And Dan Brady is in the Big Easy. No word on whether he's bringing home bees, but he will bring a report. Your team, your town, your show. The Rocky Mountain Sports Report, tonight at 10.
The last word with Jim Rome.
Oh no, here we go again. Electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing.
Interrupt this program to bring you a whole new way to think about sports talk.
Oh wait, there's more. Things are heating up. A lot of smack, a lot of controversy.
Here we go.
Welcome to the jungle. I am all over this. I am all over that.
The last word, green betting. Sports talk, as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Well, it's a family affair here at Stanford as we prepare to start the second half. Barry Tompkins, Dan Belwamini alongside 43-33. Stanford over Arizona as we prepare to start the second half. Both teams shooting it well, both teams defending it well. The rebound's a big edge.
Yeah, I think the key is right here. Look at Stanford, 25 rebounds, and that's why they're leading in this game. The other thing to remember, Arizona only made 2 3-pointers, and they're a club that will make a lot of them. They need to make more. How about our key matchup, Barry? Jason Gardner done a pretty good job on him, 9 points. Really, Barnes has not gotten off on only the 2 points, but Gardner, a guy that needs to score at least 10 points. That's rather 20 points a game for them to win.
Even at that, I thought Julius Barnes, despite the fact that his numbers weren't that good, I thought Stanford was more effective when he was there at the point.
Well, and they may go to that more and more as this season goes on.
There's Borchard, a little fall away, and what a nice touch.
I would think that that's one of those unstoppable, I can't block it shots. Those little fadeaways by 7-footers.
Fry, the standing J, and a nice stroke.
This young man plays under control. Boy, you just love his court demeanor. Nice job by Fry. Step away to the foul line. Force Borchard to come out on you. If he does it, shoot it. And he did.
And a local product out of the Phoenix area. Went to St. Mary's High School. Tony Giovacchini for 3.
Nice to see Tony Giovacchini get a score. And he can stroke the ball when he's open.
Anderson. And he misses off the right side. Ricky not getting it down today. There's Barnes ahead of everybody. The floater high off the window.
Oh, how do you like that shot? Julius Barnes. High off the window may be an understatement.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that was all the way up by the shot clock.
And again, the tempo of this game is very intense. Fry again. Boy, what a nice stroke.
Yeah, Fry, a guy that if he can step out and make that shot, Gary, all of a sudden, Borchard now has to respect it. Come out and defend. It may open it up inside for Walton.
Jacobson got Walton in the air, but Walton recovered nicely. Tail Johnson missed the Jimmy Hook. Walton all the way.
How did he do that?
Got around Borchard, there was no help.
He was stopped. He was stopped once, stopped twice, kept going, head up, moved to the baseline, and finished. I didn't like it.
Well, they allow the entry pass to Borchard. Borchard now can do what he wants. Kicks out for Giovacchini. Missed the 3. Borchard the rebound. Missed the putback. And Johnson the rebound. And finally call. Stanford just beating Arizona up on the boards.
Well, remember the drive. How about Tony Giovacchini? Look at him give it ahead to Barnes. Watch how high with the right hand. That ball was almost at the top of the board and then running back defensively. So a good effort in transition by the Cardinals.
Jacobson now guarded by Ricky Anderson. Now get Anderson. Be a non-shooting situation. I'm sure it was before the shot. They are making Casey Jacobson work. It was interesting watching Arizona's practice yesterday. Jason Manny, who was a walk-on for Arizona, won't very likely get any minutes tonight, but he was playing the part of Casey Jacobson while Lute was going through what you need to do defensively on him, and he was sticking everything. You know?
Well, yeah, you just think you're Casey, you shoot like Casey.
That's exactly what they were saying. Barnes with a good look, missed the shot, and wedges up there. It'll be Arizona ball.
Yeah, it'll go to a possession situation here, and it's going to go to Arizona. Don't see that happen too often. And remember, Borchard with the 2 fouls. So Channing Fryer stepped out and made a couple of jumpers. May fake the next time and put it on the ground. Good move here. How do you like it? Right to the basket.
And Borchard did enough, but the follow, I think it was Fry again.
Either Fry or Anderson. Maybe Ricky Anderson with the tip. But anytime you break the defense down and Borchard comes to help, it's going to open it up for the opposing frontline players.
Borchard again down low. Over Fry. Nice block by Fry. Borchard gets it back. Missed too hard. And Fry the rebound. What a great job by the freshman. Gonna get Giovacchini. No, they're gonna get Gardner.
Now, Barry, the last time down the floor, a good job by Arizona. Here it is here. Here's your screen. Here's your roll. He's going to come right down the slot. Now, watch when he gets in here. He misses the shot, but look at guys coming to tip it in. They're tipping it in because Borchard is helping out, and the other Arizona players do a good job of following the ball down.
Now it's Walton guarding Jacobson. Barnes moving without the ball. Shook loose. Give it up to Borchard to the basket. Too hard. And Johnson somehow wrestles it out and up and in. He is tough.
He is tough. He's physical. And an important lesson to learn. Always play the whistle. Everybody stop for Tail Johnson. Of course, with the crowd going bananas, it might be hard to hit a whistle.
Stoudemire, a little moving jump shot. That's a tough shot. And again, it's still a 9-point game, and Arizona's just hanging around, hanging around. Stanford's playing very solid basketball, but they're not able to shake Arizona.
It's a great matchup, Walton and Jacobson. Look at that, you got to be ready when he has the ball too. Teo wasn't.
Now Arizona a chance to get this game closer than it has been in a long time. Walton goes around Johnson and draws the foul. And we'll take a timeout. Justin Davis will come back into the lineup replacing Teo Johnson. But watch the play at the defensive or the offensive end by Johnson to wrestle it loose and get the putback.
Crud is lurking deep in your air ducts.
Yeah, I'll take 2 cars.
Hey, boss, I heard the furnace and ducts is getting clean today.
Ah, don't worry. Low-powered equipment can't reach us in here.
But I heard that Monster Vac is cleaning the ducts.
Monster Vac?
Monster Vac inserts tools in your air ducts, scrubs them hard, then sucks the dust and germs out.
For home or office, Monster Vac's got the power to clean your air ducts.
Now's the time. Get Monster Vac.
We've got the power!
Hey, let me call you back. There must be my blind date.
Marshall.
Punt, Marshall, punt.
After the Super Bowl ends on Fox, turn to Fox Sports Net for more post-game coverage.
ACC basketball. Last time, the Wolfpack fell short in their upset bid of the Terps. Now North Carolina State is out for revenge and looking to stay in the hunt for the conference title. But Ron Dixon and Maryland are eyeing a season sweep at the top spot in the nation. ACC Sunday Night Hoops tomorrow on Fox Sports Net.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
.52-43. Watch this guy. Out of the stands he comes. If he makes a shot from midcourt, he gets an autographed Michael Jordan jersey and a chance to be in a $100,000 payoff at the end of the year, and he just knocked it right down.
Well, I'll tell you, the way he shot that ball, he had great rotation on it, and it didn't look like an accident when it went in.
Well, we talk about Teo Johnson and what an athlete he is. He played football as a wide receiver this year, and he was the leading receiver on this Stanford football team, which, of course, was nationally ranked and wound up in a bowl game. Everybody says it's a comparison to Tony Gonzalez, but Teo Johnson, of course, a wideout on the football team, and Tony Gonzalez a tight end, and there's a couple of football moves right there.
Yeah, there's an aggressive move inside, and you got to love it if you're Teo Johnson. Stayed with the play and able to give this club a nice lift. So you see what he has done in football and making a big contribution in basketball.
He was a quarterback, actually, as a redshirt freshman on the football team last year. Big possession here, I think, early in the second half, and Gardner didn't quite get a good look at that. And the loose ball right back to Gardner.
The Cardinals are jumping out on every screen. They're doing a nice job on guarding the exterior. Anytime an Arizona player comes off the screen, somebody is right in their face.
Well, Stoudemire will back it out. Now, Stoudemire, another one of those combo guards. Pull up. And all of a sudden, Stoudemire is on fire. He didn't have a point in the first half.
And I thought, as you said, that was a critical possession for the Wildcats. Now down 7 and re-energized, and it's the closest they've been in a long time.
Since the score was 21-13, now 52-45, a 7-point game. Borchard, and one.
Great read by Jacobson. Anytime they front Borchard, they're looking to throw the ball over the top. And the Cardinals do a nice job. Here's your over. Where's the help? There's nobody there. And finally, a help comes, but too late. You got to be, that help has to be there soon. And you notice it's just late, and you can't be late with a great player like Borchard.
Borchard now already with a double-double, as you see. 18 points, 11 boards. to 10. Walton, the leaner, and got it in over Davis.
Unbelievable body control. Luke Walton, the total package. He can play outside, and you know they're not running two guys at him today. So what is he doing? He's going right to the basket and scoring.
Well, it's a case of pick your poison. Borchert, there's Walton again, steps to the passing lane, race to the basket. That's a good foul by Jacobson. Now let's see, they won't call it intentional because he was going for the ball. But two great players right there, one-on-one.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to convince Lute Olson it wasn't intentional. And you're right, two great players and Walton in the passing. Here Jacobson thinks, I'm not going to let him go to the basket. We've got fouls to take. Let me go after him. No intentional, out of bounds it goes to the Wildcats.
And clearly he was making an attempt at the ball, and that's what the letter of the rule. Ricky Anderson got Childress in the air and missed the shot. Anderson gets it back.
Great effort by Anderson. Good job to stay with it and take it right back in.
A 6-point ball game again. I should say again because it hasn't been 6 points for a long time. There's Jacobson, he's open. Big shot.
Nice read by Barnes. Good ball rotation that time by the Cardinal. Right back comes Arizona.
Stoudemire baseline. Borchert blocked it. Barnes retrieves.
When the Cardinals got numbers if they can get the ball down the floor.
Got it to Jacobson. He drives baseline. The reverse missed short. Follow misses. Fry rebound. Offense. Absolutely the right call. Billy Kennedy was right there. Third foul on Jason Gardner.
I thought a great heads-up play for that time. A good effort to jump in the way if you're Barnes. Look at Barnes. Move his feet. Try to get his body in position. Could say I thought he might have been moving a bit, but got the call. Here's Jacobson. You try to fly at him a little bit late. Good ball rotation. Walton could not get to the ball, but Jacobson knocks down an open three. Why not go to him again? They're trying to screen for him.
Barnes gets into the lane, and that's going to go offense the other way.
Well, here's what you like. It is consistent. You know, either one of those charges could have gone either way, but you're going to call it at one end, call it at the other.
Yeah, consistent refereeing, I think, in this game. This is a very difficult game, too, I think, to officiate. And Borchert has reopened that cut. Got to get a good cut man on the Stanford bench. I think that's the only thing that Mike's missing. Just a flesh wound, and he's back out there. And now Billy Kennedy will say, just a minute, if there's any blood, he's got to sit.
Okay, Barry, you look at the top scoring duos in the conference, and you see Jacobson and Borchert right at the top, and of course, Jason Gardner, Ricky Anderson right behind him. So we've got really offensive firepower on the floor, and some of the real stars in the Pac-10 conference are playing here this afternoon.
Borchert will have to sit because the clock stopped while he went over, and that means you can't come right back into the ball game.
Great back door.
Yeah, sure was. Gardner with a nice finish.
You know what you love about a Lute Olson team? This is no accident that they go right to the goal because Borchert's out of the game. They don't have any shot blocking. Nice pass by Anderson. A back pick, play without the ball. Good execution by the Wildcats.
And we were talking about Ricky Anderson just before the second half started. They leave Jacobson again. He missed short.
You thought he missed short.
Yes, I did.
But that is what you call a shooter's roll. How do you like Jacobson's laughing? He said, I don't know. How did it go in?
He looked over at us and kind of said, did you see that? That basket's going to count on a nice move by Channing Frye. Boy, Frye has been very impressive.
You know, the first half was good. I tell you, the level of plays picked up the second half.
Yeah, this really has a March feel to it, doesn't it? It's just the start of February, of course.
I'll tell you the kind of feel it has. The Pac-10 tournament feel.
Yeah, it does.
It's like all of a sudden if we lose, we're out.
Well, a reminder of the Pac-10 tournament, and what a year to have the tournament, both men's and women's. The women's tournament, of course, up at Eugene. Ticket information, 1-800-WEB-FOOT. And men's tournament, 1-213-480-32 3-2. www.pac10.org if you want to go online and find out ticket information. We got a timeout. 11:45 remaining in the ballgame. It's a 7-point Stanford lead.
Oh, look, thinks Bob. Another one advertising Factory Direct savings. But Bob knows there's no factory. With Denver Mattress, Factory Direct means straight from their factory to their stores. So there's no middleman markup, unlike some places.
I see you're Factory Direct, too.
Yeah? I also got a bumper sticker that says I break for animals.
Ah.
Maybe it should read Factory Direct to the middleman, eh, Bob? Denver Mattress. More mattress, less money. No kidding.
In just one day, it's a tribute to America as Super Bowl 36 kicks off on Fox. With live performances by U2, Paul McCartney, No Doubt, Mariah Carey, Mark Anthony with Mary J. Blige, the Bare Naked Ladies, along with a very special performance featuring the Boston Pops. It's the Super Bowl 36 pregame show, tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern, 10:30 Pacific on Fox.
Welcome to the best damn sports store, period. Clean up on aisle 6.
Go get that out of here.
You ready, Jimmy?
No.
Why pay child support with the Pro Athlete Paternity Test?
Oh, DeMarco Farr. John Sally. John Sally.
Comedy, commentary, highlights, the best damn sports show, period.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back. 11:45 left. 7 points. Stanford lead. You know, tomorrow on ACC Sunday Night Hoops, more terrific basketball coming your way. Anthony Grundy and the North Carolina State Wolfpack make a house call on the Cole Fieldhouse to battle Juan Dixon and the third-ranked Maryland Terrapins. Coverage beginning at 4 Eastern right here on Fox Sports Net, your exclusive home for Sunday night ACC basketball. Here's the top 10, and of course, the ACC has Duke right at the top, Maryland number 3, Virginia's number 8.
Well represented, aren't they?
Yeah, I feel pretty fortunate here at Fox Sports Net to have two of the great conferences in America on our air, the Pac-10 and the ACC.
Of course, in the Pac-10, I think 6 very good teams and a 7th, Arizona State, doing a nice job too. You look at the rebounds, 31-19 Stanford, and that tells the story, but only up 7.
Another factor here today, Stanford has been able to take care of the basketball. Again, you harken back to a couple of games ago, and they had 27 turnovers, most of them forced by USC. Taking care of it pretty well tonight. Almost in the area, but Cardinal recovers. Jacobson gets into the paint, give it up to Borchard, and Borchard can't quite hang on.
And you know, Borchard's got great hands. But that time just could not gain control. Good pass, good look by Jacobson.
Only the 9th turnover for the Cardinals.
I can tell you right now, it's Jason Gardner's time. He's being guarded by Barnes. And you know they're going to look for him coming off the screen. Or they go over the top to Walton.
And Walton got it down. Well,
how does he do it?
I don't know. Little's a lot bigger than he is.
He is. He plays bigger. And the thing you love about him, he never misses any. Yeah, you like throwing it into guys. You say, well, you know what? I know he's going to score. I don't know how, but he's going to get it down.
He's got 14 in the ball game. Going to get a foul this time. I don't believe they're going to allow the basket. Foul, Luke Walton.
Okay. Watch this. They may lob. No, they don't lob that time. Sometimes they like to lob it. That time they didn't. They brought Borchard out trying to set up Jacobson.
Jacobson for 3. Casey the shot on his back, and it goes down.
Well, you know, at second thought, lobbing to Borchard wasn't a good idea. Let's get it to Jacobson.
And Gardner coming the other way, all the way to the 10. 6-point ball game. Oh, what a terrific game. Jacobson now with 20 points, and to go with his 20, he's got 6 assists. Borchard this time draws some attention. Barnes with a kick-out 3.
And that's exactly right. Borchard draws attention and unselfishly finds the open player. Get a good shooter on the same side as Borchard, good things happen.
This is Walton working on Justin Davis. Anderson for three. Borchard the rebound. Borchard for three. He's got a very nice stroke out there. That is not a bad shot for him.
Yeah, had a big game at Oregon, making a bundle of threes.
Gardner 3-on-3. Off the glass, a little hard. Childress control. You're right, though. Gardner is trying to take the game over.
Well, he is, and you said it earlier, he has better second halves than first halves, and he knows that the Wildcats need his scoring.
They're going to say this is Arizona ball. Stanford purposely let it go because they thought it was off one of the Wildcats, and let's see if they change this. Nope, Stanford ball. Now they're going to say it's a kick. I believe that is the right call, and I also think the officials did exactly the right thing.
Well, there's a great case of the officials waiting to make it. It was a kick. It was an excellent call. And Tommy Nunes from across the court was the only one that saw it. And did the right thing in saying, look, the ball was kicked out of bounds. Let's make the right play.
Nice play by Walton again. Borchard gets on the floor and recovers. Jacobson tries to penetrate. Now they'll reset.
Plenty of time left on the 35.
Barnes off the baseline. He likes that shot. Can't get it, though. And over the top is Davis.
Well, you have to like the effort and the instincts of Luke Walton. On the ground, get after it. Good play that time by Borchard not to roll over. If he rolls over, it's traveling. And then Casey Jacobson, kind of a heads-up guy, says, let's just keep playing. I didn't hear a whistle. And that's why Stanford so tough to beat here at Maples.
But again, Arizona very much in contact here. 9-point game, Zona with the ball, plenty of time. They try to lob it. Borchard overplayed the lob.
That's why you teach guys to put your arms up at the post, because you know what? Sometimes you may get the ball. You may deflect it.
Borchard with a big screen just a moment ago on Bynum. And I'm sure Bynum is still hearing bells.
Well, you got to love the defense of Curtis Borchard. And Borchard, see, you get this hand. Get that hand extended right there, because you may deflect the ball. That's why you do it. And a nice job by Borchard just to get a piece of it and give his team possession.
Borchard will come out. Childress also leaves. Little comes in, and so does Joe Bikini for Stanford. Been 18 turnovers combined in this game, and I would say of the 18, probably 15 or 16 were forced.
It's been a well-played game, and both of these clubs, their guards are controlling the tempo of the game, and they've handled it well. Now coming right down the floor, you know it's going to be Stoudemire deep, real deep.
Stoudemire just a great shooter.
Real deep.
Stoudemire, big second half here. He's got 6 in the second half.
Well, remember his cousin.
I certainly do.
I know you do. Had 45 here back in '95.
That was his record, that pavilion record that Casey Jacobson broke on Thursday night. Jacobson, what a move. And Walton's still looking for his equipment. Stoudemire again. And Walton with a rebound. And a putback. You're right. How does he do it?
I'll tell you, that was a big-time move. A pivotal rebound and finish in this game. I mean, he can cut it to 5.
Just going to say, don't look now.
But you look at Luke, and he gets that nice position and has the presence of mind to use that baseline, shield the ball with his body, and finalize. And don't look, 69-64.
A 5-point ball game, 7:29 left. This game is all there for either team to run away and hide. We're coming back.
The exotic aroma of rubber and fuel. A brilliant rainbow of cars blurring into the turns. The precision of choreographed pit crews. Have you ever wondered how they got there? Let Universal Technical Institute turn your passion for NASCAR into a rewarding career in automotive technology. Call now. 1-800-884-4262 to get on the fast track and begin your automotive training at UTI. NASCAR chose UTI. Shouldn't you?
Yo, I swear, Jay, if I hear the word Shaq one more time.
Or Shaq attack.
Yo, what'd I just say?
My bad.
I would relish showing off my mad dribbling skills on this much overhyped team.
Yo, they okay.
Yeah, they okay, but they ain't got that Nick Van Exel grace. You know, if I was playing them, I'd be punishing them. Punishing them for thinking that they can stop this. You cannot stop this.
I'm fresh like a can of picante, and I'm deeper than Dante in the circles of hell.
Lincoln, part of the new Hertz Prestige collection. Lincoln, if it's your kind of car, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige collection. Land Rover, part of the new Hertz Prestige collection. Land Rover, if it's your kind of car, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige collection.
69-64 ball game. It's a game that's all teed up. What a terrific game. Both teams, despite great defense, shooting the ball great. Casey Jacobson, 22 so far.
Yeah, and Casey unlimited range, and he can score outside, and you've got to jump to him. And if you look at that, little shooter's roll on another three. But how about this move inside against a good defender like Walton? Just takes it right to the goal. So Jacobson, let's see, he hit 49 on Thursday. He's got 22 so far. So that's like, that's a lot. That's like 71. He's got a chance to be Pac-10 Player of the Week. What do you think?
He's got a good chance. You know what? Interesting enough, that was one of the proposition bets. This is for real in Las Vegas on the Super Bowl, was that will the St. Louis Rams score more points over the weekend than Casey Jacobson? That's for real. I'm not joking. There he is again. He was feeling it. Couldn't quite get the roll that time. And here comes Zona down by 5. That's Walton working on Jacobson. Got into the lane and banks it in.
And you know that Lute Olson at the timeout said to his guys, look, it's crunch time. I want Gardner when he's in there, and I want Walton to handle. Good steal. Good job by Bynum.
Yeah, Bynum. Make that one here with Joe Bikini. And he missed the shot. Big miss by Will Bynum. Arizona will keep the ball, however. You know, we talked about, again, what a great defensive game it is, and I really believe it is, and yet look at the shooting percentage.
Yeah, Arizona at 53 and Stanford at 49. So, but still, every shot harassed. They've made tough threes, and there has been no gimmies, not many.
And no bad shots taken. Shot selection on both teams has been very good.
Shows you the kind of confidence Lute Olson has with this team. He's got Jason Gardner sitting on the bench, and you're inside of 7 minutes. So you know the pivotal guy now and the go-to player obviously is Walton, and they will look for him. So Gardner will not be there long, but Lute Olson felt, let's give him a bit of a break. I'll bring him back maybe at the 5-minute mark, and maybe he can go strong to finish the game.
Well, Lute's got 9 scholarship players, and 5 of them are freshmen. And 3 of them are on the floor right now. There's one of Stoudemire, has it swatted away, but there's Fry with a follow.
I think one of the more impressive guys in today.
One-point game.
What was Channing Fry? 1-point game, good effort to take it in by Fry. And how about Arizona? They're right back in it.
And didn't you know they would be? They're on a 12-2 run right now. And now here's the guy that Stanford wants to have the ball. Casey Jacobson all the way. Good players step up in crunch time, don't they?
Tremendous individual effort. Right back to Arizona.
Ricky Anderson. There's Fry. Had the shot, passed it up. Bynum will take it. And Fry will get another one.
I think a little patience now by the Wildcats. Good idea to get number 4 of the ball. Find number 4 and see what he can do.
Drives on Johnson. Johnson keeps his hands down. Got a hand on the ball. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Just under 20 seconds. Walton off the baseline, missed. Barnes the rebound.
And let's see who's defending Jacobson. Walton again. So they'll start him low, and they'll run screens for Jacobson and try to free him up. Here comes screen number 1 on the baseline.
Brings Walton with him. Jacobson drives on Walton off the baseline, short. And over the top. Let's see who they got. I think they got Teo Johnson. And now it will be a shooting situation. 7th team foul on the Stanford Cardinal. So Ricky Anderson will be at the line. Well, television's most unique brand of football commentary returns tomorrow with the NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Net.
And we knew Gardner wouldn't be out for long. Back in the game. And Ricky Anderson, an 81% free throw shooter.
And he missed it. Borchard with the rebound. See what you did there?
Well, it's an average.
That's right.
It's not like every shot. You can't make them all.
There's Borchard. And again, Anderson comes over to help. Teo Johnson. This long. Arizona ball. Well, the Arizona Wildcats are a team you just know they've got a big run in them somewhere. It's the object, I suppose, of their opponent to stop that run whenever it comes. Now, Stanford has at least put the brakes on it for the moment. I'm not sure stop is quite yet the optimal word. Stoudemire comes off the baseline, kicks out Walton. Fry, and is he tough?
Right, he is automatic. We have seen that before. Channing Frye, don't forget, over his last 7 games, the guy's shooting 75% from the floor. You see why. Great touch, great stroke.
Got 20 in the ball game. He didn't start the season as a starter either. He played behind Isaiah Fox. Now coming on.
Not for long, he did.
No, he didn't. That's right.
He got in there, and he made a difference.
Having a great game. I remember on the road for a first-year freshman, not easy. Jacobson. And he can't get it. And we're going to get Gardner his 4th.
Well, obviously a very aggressive game, and every possession pivotal, and they're going to get Gardner. Now, you know, he could have a bit of that type of reaction, because I thought that foul could have gone either way. Both players just going for the ball. So you see the 4 fouls on Gardner. He's got the 13, and Borchard will get to the foul line.
I actually thought Borchard was falling regardless of what Gardner was doing. Gardner did get a hand on him, but he didn't pull him down. Curtis Borchard, a guy who came here, has probably put, what would you say, 25, 30 pounds on his upper body since he's been here at Stanford. Very much like I believe Channing Frye will do, too.
And you have to love his shooting rotation. I mean, he just got a marvelous shooting touch. Down 3 of the Wildcats inside of 4 minutes. Gardner, Walton, Anderson.
Everything but the finish. And they'll get Walton, I believe, on this one.
Yeah, I just think you're at the time of the game if you're Arizona, and I'm sure that Lute Olson's saying, you know, if Ricky Anderson has a shot, fine, but you'd like to put the game in the hands of Walton, put the game in the hands of Gardner, see if they can create an opportunity and let them at least touch it and try to handle it.
Interestingly enough, Dan, Arizona has never had the lead in this game.
Well, you look at Borchard, 21 points, 14 rebounds.
Luke Walton wanted to talk to Tommy Nunez and says, hang on here a moment. Here's what this guy's doing to me. So he's pulling on my shirt just like that.
Well, you know what? He may get that call next time. Well, I mean, if you're the referee, it's not like, you know, some guy just walking over to you. You know, it is one of the top players in the conference.
And a guy who's not a whiner. And I'm sure if he went over to Tommy Nunez, he said, excuse me, sir. Dad Bill, of course, very interested in the goings-on. I'm sure Bill is watching this somewhere. Last time we heard from Bill, he was in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Teo Johnson, Do you think he called that as a double rim, hit the backboard?
I
and
think
go
so.
in?
Thought I heard that. Johnson's got 10. He, too, has really contributed for Stanford. It's a 5-point lead, 3:49 remaining in the ball game. I would advise you not to go anywhere.
This year's resolution, to stay in touch with the compact Presario 5000 TPC. It comes with a powerful Intel Pentium 4 processor, a free scanner, and a whopping 512 megabytes of memory. More than enough to scan in all your photos and share them with everyone you'd like. It's just $8.99. So get started on that resolution not to procrastinate. Hurry and call 1-800-332-1878 to get yours now.
Buster Douglas Grill Daddy Demo, aisle 5.
See, what happens is the fat drips off the meat into the pan, so the meat is very lean, very lean.
But there's no place for the fat to go.
Say what?
Well, how could it stay lean if there's no place for the fat to go?
You calling me a liar?
No, it's just that your poker.
How do I get in there?
You can't get in here!
Oh, no, sure you can. Come here.
Comedy, commentary, highlights, the best damn sports show, period.
You gotta pee sometime.
The Avs are off today, but some of their players were in uniform. Tonight on your Rocky Mountain Sports Report, the NHL All-Star Game featured some Colorado Avalanche. Find out how Sakic, Waugh, and Blake did. Also, the Pioneers try to get back on track down in the Springs versus CC. And Dan Brady is in the Big Easy. No word on whether he's bringing home bees, but he will bring a report. Your team, your town, your show. The Rocky Mountain Sports Report, tonight at 10.
Let's take a look at our ARCO AM/PM game summary, and both teams shooting very well. Arizona still over 50%. Rebounding edge still to Stanford. Casey Jacobson with 24. I think he's gotten a lot of help from Curtis Borchardt, and Luke Walton, of course, with 19, and he's contributed in all the ways he usually does as well.
Yeah, how about Luke Walton? Luke Walton, look at his eyes, always looking ahead, never down, and a guy that has a variety of shots inside. So a myriad of moves by Luke Walton. But how about Channing Frye? He's got 20 points and 8 rebounds, shooting a high percentage, and he has been automatic on that foul line jumper. So congratulations to Channing Frye, tremendous freshman, and he's had a big game here at Maple.
And for a freshman to have a game like that in this hostile environment really says something about it. Gardner to the basket. Borchardt with a foul. Third foul on Curtis Borchardt. He's gone 16.5 minutes here in the second half without picking up that third foul. He must have taken a pretty good shot on the left side of his face. He's still got pretty good sized welt going on his cheek there. There's Jason Gardner. You see his numbers in the rankings. And he gets his team within 4. This game's still very much right there for either team.
Yeah, remember Gardner last year did not hire an agent, tested the waters, thought he might want to leave Arizona, did not, came back, and his stock has risen dramatically because he has decided to play another year.
Absolutely.
He's really had a fantastic year.
Well, somebody gave him some good advice. You know, they told him shooting wasn't good enough, to be very honest with you. This year he's come in, he's spent a lot of time shooting in the summer. It's carried into the game. Like you said, his stock has gone up. Borchardt misses. Johnson missed the follow, and they're going to get Johnson over the top. And Stoudemire, the best free throw shooter in America, will go to the free throw line in a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, Teo Johnson overzealous on that rebound, and hard to fault him. Aggressive, went for it, but did go over the back. A good call. And as you said, Salim Stoudemire, a guy that's only missed 3 free throws this year, gets to the line. And here, good camera work as you go right back after. Teo Johnson had a chance to tip it in the first time. On the second one, he fouled.
Stoudemire 50 of 53 so far this year. It's not bad for freshmen.
No, and at one point made 39 in a row. So you look at the numbers on Stoudemire, and most of those points in the second half. All of them in the second half. Did not score in the first half.
So Stoudemire gets them both. It is a 1-point ball game, and Arizona will extend the defense.
Yeah, now the press. And they might double up. Now they're going to play it straight up. Play straight man-to-man and try to force a turnover and keep the ball in front of you. That's a key issue. Well, you didn't there.
And Barnes takes it all the way to the basket and missed. Stoudemire with a rebound. See if the Cardinal remember that one.
Dodged the bullet. It's exactly what you do when they're pressuring. Barnes takes it all the way to goal, but no finish.
Looking for help. Nice job by Walton to run that pass down and keep the dribble going. Walton fouled. Teo Johnson, the man who made the foul, and now it's a double bonus situation. That's the 10th team foul against Stanford, so Walton will have 2.
And there's one area that you'd like to see Luke Walton improve upon. He has not been a particularly good free throw shooter.
Shot that one well low. This is the first tie we've had in the ball game since it was 2-2.
Well, as I said, a great opportunity now. Walton, about a 60% free throw shooter, got a chance to put the Wildcats ahead. Did not.
And Stanford can't control a rebound. It's going to be Arizona ball. So Stanford missing a cripple at the offensive end and then unable to control a rebound off a missed free throw. And Arizona will have an opportunity to take the lead with 2:45 left when we come back right after this.
The Pac-10 and Fox Sports Net present Pac-10 basketball tournaments. Shooting has already begun on these blockbuster productions. Premiere release dates will be March 2002, Women's Tournament in Eugene, Oregon.
Here's Big Franzen in the lane for you.
Men's Tournament in Los Angeles, California.
To the basket.
Who will take center stage? These tournaments are rated E for excitement.
ACC basketball. Last time, the Wolfpack fell short in their upset bid of the Terps. Now North Carolina State is out for revenge and looking to stay in the hunt for the conference title. But Juan Dixon and Maryland are eyeing a season sweep at the top spot in the nation. ACC Sunday Night Hoops tomorrow on Fox Sports Net.
Tonight at 10, it's the Rocky Mountain Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you this was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Rocky Mountain Sports Report, tonight at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
So we come to crunch time, 2:45 remaining, and we're right where we started about an hour and a half ago. That means get the ball in the hands of your best player.
I want the ball. Even in Texas, at the end of the game, I had one of the worst shooting games of my career, but I still wanted to shoot, and that's the honest to goodness truth, because I really believe that I can swallow a loss if I believe that, I did everything I could to win it. But if I shy away and I never actually get that opportunity to help my team win a game, then, you can't say anything.
So Arizona with a chance to take its first lead of the ball game. Walton down low. In traffic, couldn't get the shot over Stanford's defenders, and it's going to be Arizona ball again.
Well, on the last out-of-bounds play, don't forget, Gardner inbounded the ball and rolled away from it, and they screened for him. They didn't go to it. See if they give it to Gardner this time. They're trying to screen. They just can't rotate the ball. Good defense that time by Stanford.
Barnes right in Gardner's pocket. Forces him to stop the dribble. Now they get it back to Gardner. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 15 seconds. Fry over Borchard. Borchard did enough to scoop the shot.
Well, how about Anderson?
Great play.
What a heads-up play by Ricky Anderson. Not only does he secure the rebound by his hustle, has the presence of mind to call timeout in the air.
So Arizona will have a fourth chance. Watch the play here by Anderson.
Yeah, in the air now, and he's heads up telling the official timeout before he comes down. So just a nice effort by Anderson to give his team another chance to take the lead.
Well, this will be the fourth. They got the rebound off the missed free throw. and have gotten it back now 3 times since then. 2:06 left. We're tied at 75. More basketball coming your way next Thursday in the Pac-10 Conference. It'll be Oregon State and California. A couple of teams that look upon themselves as spoilers. Oregon State still right at that 500 mark, and California licking its wounds a little bit from a loss the other night to this same Arizona team. They'll have to play Arizona State tonight before they can worry about Thursday and Oregon State. Close games.
This is obviously a big possession here. You run that high screen for Gardner and see if he can create. Secondary, you look for Walton.
Now Gardner again. He's got Barnes right on him. Now they got to switch. Barnes gets back, however.
Still plenty of time, Barry.
Walton off the baseline, cut off by Johnson. Timeout, Arizona.
I'll tell you what that was. Tremendous half-court defense.
Absolutely.
Arizona could not get anybody open because the Cardinal very alert, jumping those screens and playing good man-to-man defense. You look at Walton, had nowhere to go, and that time Teo Johnson cut him off, so Walton was either going to step out of bounds or call another timeout. He made a good decision.
Now the last time these two teams got together was a very similar game to this one. Lute Olson now drawing something up with 10 seconds remaining. He's very good at that, mind you. Last time, last March, remember this game, 75-71, Stanford leading. That was Gardner with a shot from outside. And then they drop it down low to Michael Wright for the game winner. And Arizona went away with 3 ticks left and a 1-point win. We're at 75 all right now, 140 remaining. Zona with the ball.
So you think Luke does a good job of Xing and Owen. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
3 Final Four appearances with Arizona, 1 at Iowa. I'd say he knows what he's doing.
Got to get a shot up here, though. 4 seconds, and Gardner a long 3 misses. And Borchert the rebound. That was excellent again, half-court defense.
A good defense, but not a bad shot.
Incidentally, Arizona has only 1 timeout remaining now. Quite a long way to go, 120. Here's where Stanford wants the ball. Jacobson cut off by Fry, put it up short. Loose ball, picked up by Walt. Tied at 75, headed down toward 1 minute left at Macon. Walt to the basket, swatted away. Borchert, I think, got a hand on it. Ball is loose underneath the basket, bodies falling everywhere. Jump ball, call the arrow is Stanford's. Boy, it's been that kind of game.
Well, it sure has. It's just been a super aggressive game, and every time the ball's on the ground, there's a ton of bodies trying to get it. 30-second timeout now by the Cardinal.
I think Mike Montgomery wanted a full timeout.
He called it full. He changed it.
With 56 seconds remaining, the score remains tied at 75. Well, a reminder, the executive producer of Fox Sports Net is Bill Borson. The coordinating producers of college basketball, Roy Hamilton and Gary Garcia. Today's game produced by Dennis Kirkpatrick and directed by Michael Ireland. Director of remote operations is Debbie Kilmartin. Well, a couple of pretty good coaches now as you look at the game reset. Only 1 timeout left for Arizona. Stanford still has 3. The team fouls could be a situation here.
Well, it could. 18 fouls for Arizona in a double bonus situation. Stanford has already committed to 10, so it is a little bit critical, but you look at Luke Walton, and certainly Lute Olson's telling his guys, okay, we've got to extend, we've got to play good defense. We certainly don't want to commit a bad foul, and we can play hard for 35 seconds, try to get a miss, and then play for the last shot. Here's your upcoming schedule for the Wildcats.
Arizona goes home to play Washington and Washington State, and then has to go on the road to the Southern California schools. And you can ask Stanford how easy that is. They did get a victory over UCLA, but then went to Stanford and spit the ball up 27 times, or rather to USC and spit the ball up 27 times. For Stanford, they're home to Oregon State up in the Pacific Northwest for the next couple of weeks.
All right, let's see if Arizona, and they are going to extend. So they're going to pick up full court, try to get some pressure. And I think right now, if you're Stanford, you've got to be thinking, I got to get the ball to Jacobson. Let's run some screens. And let's see, it's Walton defending Jacobson. So you can bet it's going to be Casey Jacobson off the screen.
Barnes has been in the game at the point guard spot most of the second half, so Mike Montgomery obviously wants the quickness of Barnes.
I thought a quick shot by Stanford. They could play 2 for 1, and they're running quite a bit of the clock.
Well, they are. Now 12 seconds left. They're still going to reset the offense here. Barnes with 10 seconds, now 9. And good half-court defense here by Arizona. Picks the ball up, 5 seconds. Jacobson is going to get whistled. Pushed off. That's absolutely the right call. It was a pretty good flop by the defender who was, I believe, was Fry, but Jacobson did push him off.
Yeah, right at the end of the 35, you see Gardner does a good job of falling back. There was definitely some contact with the left hand, and I think right now, if you're Lute Olson, you're saying to yourself, look, we haven't been ahead the whole game. It's 75 all with 24 seconds left. Let's just run it down for the last shot. Look to shoot it with about 4 seconds to go. Do not give the Cardinal an opportunity to come down and win the game in regulation.
Absolutely on the road, playing for the win here in regulation. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Walton has it, 5 seconds. Give it to Garner, 3 seconds. Garner pulls the trigger, can't get it. Jacobson, the rebound, we're going to overtime.
Overtime is only right. Both of these teams have played so hard. Let's go to overtime, Barry. We're in overtime at Maples.
Why not? What an upset that this is a close game, huh?
Well, you said that the Wildcats have a run in them, and they did have a nice run, came back, and I thought, again, a pretty good defensive sequence by the Cardinal. A shot was taken, but it was definitely harassed. It was not an easy one.
And Stanford, of course, in its possession, didn't get a shot up. And Lute Olson, as is his norm, saying, darn, but you know what? I'll take overtime. 5 more minutes of basketball coming your way, and we're coming back to Maples after this.
Hey, let me call you back. There must be my blind date.
Marshall.
Punt, Marshall, punt.
After the Super Bowl ends on Fox, turn to Fox Sports Net for more post-game coverage.
The last word with Jim Rome.
Oh no, here we go again. Electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing. Oh wait, there's more. Things are heating up. A lot of smack, a lot of controversy. Here we go. Welcome to the jungle. I am all over this. I am all over that.
The last word, reinventing sports talk as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Well, we're going to stay here at Stanford a little bit longer. A 5-minute overtime upcoming. Stanford went dry at the end of the game, though. As you look at the Pac-10 standings, Oregon with their victory in another exciting game today up at Matt Court.
Yeah, a great game at Matt Court. Oregon gets the win to take first place honors in the Pac-10 Conference. And you're right, here at Maples, Stanford does not score in the final 4 minutes. So if you're Mike Montgomery, you got to be thinking we don't score in 4 minutes yet. We're going to overtime. So should be a tremendous overtime. 2 outstanding teams and 2 terrific coaches, and both of them playing at a very high level.
We've only had 2 ties in the ballgame. The first one was at 2-2, and now we're at 75 all at the end of regulation. And remember Jason Gardner playing with 4 fouls as he has for the last 4 minutes. I got an assist there. Did you notice that?
Yeah, the ball came over and very quick-handed it back to the official. Good job.
Not bad. I was looking closer to see if Luke Walton was coming right up into my lap, though. Walton gets it to Ricky Anderson. Anderson guarded by Childress. A lot of banging going on the block. Nice move about the ball by Stoudemire. Couldn't get it to go. The follow misses. And Anderson runs down the rebound again. Has it taken away by Teo Johnson.
Yeah, tough sequence for the Wildcats. Well executed. They had great shots. I thought the tip-in was going down, and Stanford comes out with it.
A lot of contact down on the block in that possession. And again, I like that about the officials, is letting these guys play when it really counts here. Borchard's going to be fouled by Fry. And Luke Walton, again, is pleading his case now to Billy Kennedy. Billy Kennedy's hearing it from everybody.
Well, if you play right behind, look at him play behind at the post. If you play behind at the post against a guy like Borchard, he will back you down, and he's got an array of shots. He's got that little jump hook or the turnaround, and does a good job of drawing fouls.
Very good free throw shooter, too. It's one of the reasons I think Curtis Borchard's going to be very good at the next level.
I don't think there's any question. Yeah, you look at Borchard, look at the numbers, and 4 for 4 from the line. He's got the 22, a ton of rebounds. He's blocked some shots, and Curtis Borchard really emerging as one of the top centers in the country.
So 1-point lead for Stanford. Zona with the ball, coming down toward the 4-minute mark in overtime. Anderson posting up.
Well, there's your first lead of the game for the Wildcats. Only took them about 41.5 minutes, but they got it. Lute Olson was hoping to get it right at the end at that 40-minute mark. Didn't happen. Good defense by Ricky Anderson.
Yeah, overplayed that pass. Anderson really has been, and we suggested that this might be a good idea, has been a factor in the second half. Childress open. Oh, he pushed. There's the shot. Johnson the follow.
Well, it's been a war around the goal.
Well, and Johnson is a warrior.
And he is a warrior.
Anderson working on Childress. Fry straightens up. He's made that shot all day long.
Yeah, we use the word automatic, and that's exactly what Channing Frye has been from about 15 feet. Yeah, he's just practicing going back on deep. He's got to shoot and saying, I kind of like that rhythm.
Why not? 22, he's got in the ball game, his team with a 1-point lead. There's a steal and a timeout.
He called timeout again.
Heads up.
How do you like it?
And Ricky Anderson doing a little woofing to Julius Barnes.
And I think what Mike Montgomery saying, he didn't have possession of the ball. He said, I know he called timeout, but did he have the ball? Well, Channing Frye, we know that this young man is going to be a star at Arizona. Look at the shooting that he has been able to accomplish. A nice touch. And then Anderson, what that is anticipation. And rolling on the ground, he had possession.
He did.
Yeah, I think he did. And while he's sliding, heads up, second time he has done that late in the game to save a possession for his basketball team.
Here are the numbers of the freshmen. So far tonight, they've gotten 36 points out of the freshmen. And look at those numbers.
Yeah, look at this. 22 points for Channing Frye, just doing a great job. And he has really kept the Wildcats, along with Walton, and some nice scoring by Gardner. But Channing Frye, I mean, he has just been scintillating here tonight.
Now remember, we told you that Lute Olson only had one timeout remaining, but of course now in the overtime you get an additional timeout, so Arizona still will have one timeout left. Tomorrow on ACC Sunday Night Hoops, Anthony Grundy and the North Carolina State Wolfpack visit the Cole Fieldhouse to do battle with Juan Dixon and the third-ranked Maryland Terrapins. Coverage beginning at 4 o'clock Eastern. It all happens right here on Fox Sports Net, your exclusive home for Sunday night ACC basketball. Got to go someday to have a better game than we're having right here.
Well, this has been an outstanding game, and of course that ACC game on Sunday night I'm sure will be a good game, and there have been quite a few on Sunday night ACC basketball for Fox, and can't go wrong with the Pac-10 and the ACC.
Let's go back to another one of these close games. We keep talking about all the close games these two teams have played. Remember this one from a couple of years ago? Well, remember you always say stop the ball? They didn't stop Jason Terry.
Well, I don't think many people have stopped Jason Terry in that game, and even in the NBA they can't stop him. And Jason Terry, look at this. Did he love it? And gets the win, and big win for Arizona.
Stanford unable to answer, and Zona won that one by 2. Very much like the game we're watching right now. 2:45 left. Luke Walton give it up to Gardner.
That pass was about as good as you'll ever see. Head up, coming over screens. Gardner, what did he do? Played without the ball.
Now Arizona with a 3-point lead. They pop Jacobson off the screen. Go back door to Borchard. Can't find a handle. Fry the interception.
How about the help, though, by Ricky Anderson? When the ball went over the top, Arizona's been burned a number of times. Not that time. Good adjustment. Anderson has been unbelievable with his anticipation in the second half.
Anderson, of course, sat last year, gave himself a redshirt year, still has a year after this of eligibility. Luke Walton for Gardner. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Long three. Borchard the rebound.
Well, you got to think a guy like Jacobson, is it fatigue? Could that be setting in? The guy's been on the floor every minute, but now's the time you got to go to him. Here, Borchard inside.
Well, Stanford has only had one field goal in the last 7 minutes. Barnes, a rainbow. Johnson controls it, gets it back for Barnes. That's a big rebound.
Yeah, big rebound.
Johnson.
Well, he's done a good job. He's done a good job on the glass, and he's given his club a lift inside. Nice pass here.
Yeah, Childers coming back door. He's hammered.
That 1-4 set for the Cardinal has really paid dividends in this game because you get a little bit over aggressive on the wings and it pays off. Here's your backdoor pass. Why? Because the defense gets aggressive and is out there trying to challenge that lead from guard to forward, hit the high post, backdoor, and try to get something easy.
Let's give a little credit to this Arizona team. Childers could not get that to go. Arizona, remember we told you earlier, we're down 21 at home to UCLA, came back, closed the gap in 4 minutes, and went on to win it by 10. Stanford was ahead in this game by 14 in the second half. And guess what? They're looking up from 3 down.
And if you're Stanford right now, you can make this free throw. You're thinking, well, do we extend? Do we pick up full court? But I think that plays right into Jason Gardner's hands. You want to give him some token pressure, but you don't want to get too active and let Gardner go by you on the dribble.
2-point game with 1:06 remaining. Big possession right here, inside a minute.
And I think a must stop here for the Cardinals.
Walton outside, brings Johnson with him. Walton got in the air, left it for Anderson nicely, and Anderson finishes. What a play by Luke Walton.
Walton heads up to Anderson, and Anderson has been just tremendous in the second half. Gets it inside and finishes. Nice job. Got to be a quick score and a timeout if you're the Cardinals.
Jacobson thought about it, now tried to give it up, and Anderson overplayed the pass, drew the foul. He's going to get out of there before he says anything.
I thought he was running to the locker room. You got to come back. Ricky, you got to come back. Well, I think this is why Luke Walton is such a magnificent player. He makes the decision in midair that the shot's going to be blocked, but you know what? He finds the open guy and able to move his arm and get that player.
Ricky Anderson was fouled out of the game, but as you said, what a factor he was in the second half. He had 10 points, but I don't really think it was his scoring so much as just his decision-making.
Well, his zeal and his anticipation, he was proactive defensively and just did a terrific job. You see the 10 points, the 8 rebounds, and 3 or 4 steals, big steals. And how about the timeout calls? When he did get the steals, he was able to call timeout and give his club extra possession while he was on the ground or falling out of bounds.
Stanford, on the other hand, they've had just 1 field goal in the last, well, it's just about 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes. 1 field goal, and that was a second chance opportunity, if I recall, by Teo Johnson.
Of course, if you're Arizona, now you talk about putting a free throw shooter to the line. Teo Johnson, you look at the players on the floor, he has the lowest percentage from the line of any one of the 5 players on the floor for Stanford.
Got that one down. And Mike Montgomery will call a timeout here with 29 ticks left. 3-point lead for Arizona. So even if he gets this, Stanford will have to go for the steal and then hope to get a foul. And preferably put somebody other than Stoudemire at the free throw line.
Well, you'd like to, yeah, if you're Stanford, you want to put something other than Stoudemire, but guess what? You know, Lute Olson is not asleep at the switch. He is going to put Stoudemire in position, Walton maybe in position, or Gardner. Get your guys that can make free throws late in the game with the ball.
Well, it's not unusual for Stanford to have last-minute heroics themselves. Remember this one last year in the Pete Newell Classic. Casey Jacobson against the Duke Blue Devils off the window for the winner.
And then trying to aggressively come back and play defense as Jason Williams misses the shot going all the way to the basket. But obviously a great win for Stanford, and heroics at the end of the game. Nothing new for Jacobson and the Cardinals. Casey Jacobson's just hoping to get the chance in this one.
Either of these teams, really. These are both teams who finish very well. But right now, it's Arizona that's driving the bus. Johnson will have another free throw. Gets them both. Now Stanford will have to go for the steal. Arizona will try to get the ball into the hands, I suspect, of Salim Stoudemire. Gardner also a good free throw shooter, but remember Walton, who will inbound the ball.
And Teo, Joe Bikini came in for Teo, but Teo wasn't aware of it. Teo Johnson, finally, he comes out of the game. The Cardinal had 6 players on the floor there for a short time.
And there's Stoudemire with the ball, and they're going to put him at the line. And this guy is as close to automatic as there is.
Does that surprise you that Stoudemire ended up with the ball?
No, it doesn't. Not with that gray-haired fellow right there.
You look at magic number 53-6 when you score at least 80 points or more for Lute Olson and the Arizona Wildcats.
Well, again, we were talking earlier about the fact that Lute really likes this team. He's able to coach. He's got guys who are eager to learn. I think it's frustrated him at times because they will make freshman mistakes. But he's got this team rolling. And as you pointed out earlier, Lute Olson's teams historically are at their best in March.
Get better and better as the year goes on. Hall of Fame coach, and certainly Mike Montgomery heading in that direction also. He's done a magnificent job at Stanford. This guy just, he's sure of himself when he gets to the line.
Well, he shoots 94%. That's better than anybody in America. 3 of 3 today. Actually touched the rim with that one.
Yeah, if you touch the rim, it's kind of like, do we count it? Yeah, I guess we will count it.
No problem there.
All right, need a quick score. You got to hustle it up.
Got to hurry.
Don't necessarily need a 3, but I think you got to be looking. Tough shot there. Does he bank it in? No. Arizona in great shape to win this game. This would be an incredible, another come-from-behind win for the Arizona Wildcats. It's just been one game after another for Lute Olson this year.
And this is a very young team, remember. This is a team that's not supposed to come from behind on the road and win.
Well, you can bet one thing for sure. Not many teams will come to the Bay Area and on the road sweep California and Stanford, Arizona trying to do just that.
Yeah, it's a terrific road weekend for Arizona should they hang on for the final 18 seconds here.
Yeah, remember, Luke Walton only about a 64% free throw shooter. So you see the 20 points, 2 of 4 from the line, 2 of 5 from the line, and keeps Stanford breathing. They need a quick shot and a timeout.
Got to hurry. Barnes, long 3, missed everything. Jacobson open. Missed.
Oh, that was one that had to go down. Jacobson got a great look with about 6 seconds left, and see if we get a foul, and the foul may be on Arizona.
It is. It will stop the clock with 5 seconds left and put Curtis Borchard at the line, but remember, it's a 2-possession game.
Well, Jacobson had a great look at the goal, and there's the over-the-back foul by Luke Walton. So I think here's the mindset. If you're Stanford, I think if you make the first, you got to make this one has to go in, and they did. I think in this situation, I think maybe you look to miss the second one, and then if you miss it, take a 30-second timeout. See, I think you take a timeout, maybe talk about it, because if you miss it, then you have an opportunity maybe to knock it back out and get a 3. I don't know if they're going to have time if they get this one down, unless they steal. Then you got to go all steal.
And he did miss it on purpose, and Walton was right there for the rebound, and a reach-in foul on Joe Bikini with 4 seconds left.
I think a miss in that situation was the only way to go. If you get the rebound and knock it back out, you get an opportunity for a 3 and a tie. And now the Hammers with Arizona, and they're in great shape. Obviously, 3 up with 4 seconds to go and at the line. Well, you know, you have to congratulate both schools, though, Barry. It's been just a terrific Pac-10 college basketball game. College basketball day for the Pac-10. A good one before us, too, USC and Oregon, and followed right back up with this game. So Lute Olson clapping his hands, but we'll be clapping a little more if Gardner can make this free throw.
Absolutely, because this would, and again, we've seen stranger things than that. You can move the ball up the court and get a decent shot in 4 seconds. But he gets it, and that will put the icing on this cake.
Yeah, that should seal the deal for Gardner. Just gets an easy steal and a score. Tremendous win for the Wildcats.
It really was. To come up here, they didn't have the lead until the end of the game, the very end of the game. They tied it took it into overtime and were never headed in overtime. And Stanford just kind of went dead in the water over the last 7.5 or 8 minutes. So a tremendous victory, I think, for Lute Olson and the Wildcats.
Yeah, congratulations to the Wildcats. And Stanford just couldn't finish. They had a chance. They had them on the ropes, but the Wildcats made a great run.
Well, our next Pac-10 telecast will be Thursday, February 7th, as the Oregon State Beavers travel to Berkeley to take on the California Golden Bears. We'll be with you 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Then on Saturday, you and I are going up to the Northwest. We'll see the Washington Huskies and the Arizona State Sun Devils, and they're making a little noise these days in the Pac-10. That'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Check your local listings. For many of you, your regional sports report comes your way tonight at 10. That's a wrap for us from here at Maples Pavilion on the Stanford campus. From my partner, Dan Belwamini, I'm Barry Tompkins. So long, everybody.